Greyhound is another 2020 new release that was supposed to be hitting theaters, but because of everything going on in the world, Apple TV got their hands on it and now it is dropping on Apple TV+. So, is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth your time? We will find out in just a second, but before we do so, thank you for clicking on this video. This is CertainVids, a channel where we like to talk anything and everything movies. A lot. And this is my review of Greyhound. Let's begin. What is good, TV Nation? Welcome back to another upload. Today we are going to be discussing the brand new Tom Hanks Apple TV Plus original film, Greyhound. But before I give you my thoughts on this film, jump down into the comment section below and let me know what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you just in the middle on it? Have you even seen it? If you haven't, let me know on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you? What are your anticipation levels? As for me, I was super looking forward to this film. I wasn't watching any of the trailers because I just wanted to be surprised. I was really excited, and I can tell you one thing, I was not let down. I really loved this movie, and I'm still kind of doing a double take because it was just so good. This isn't Tom Hanks' best performance or anything like that, but he is pretty good in the film, and he has to sell this character right from the beginning because some of the decisions that they decide to take with the storytelling, they kind of revolve around the fact that you connect with this character, and obviously a big part of that is Tom Hanks, and he's pretty good in the film. But I just really liked, as a whole, the intense depiction of war in this film. It's not gory or violent like in something like Hacksaw Ridge, but it's super intense. It feels like a constant chore. Like, the way this film is structured, it's not really a spoiler or anything, but it's kind of structured by days, so you go from one day to the next, and it just kind of feels like war never stops, and it really doesn't if you think about it. You always go from one big sequence to the next, and it feels like you get tiresome, you get out of breath. Now, that may be a little bit tiring for some viewers, but for me, it just made it that much more thrilling. I will also say that the score in this film is mesmerizing. This is probably my favorite film score of the year, and it's because it just amplifies every scene that it plays in. That's my favorite type of score, you know, when a score plays, and it could be just a very simple scene, but the score plays and it makes it that much more cinematic. That was the case with something like Joker, and that's the case with something like Greyhound. And by the time the film was over, I was like really taken aback because of how great it was, but towards the beginning, I was feeling a little iffy because there were some decisions, like the fact that there was a lot of text that shows up throughout the movie, and I didn't really know if I was going to love that. By the end, I got used to it, and I was like, okay, this is fine, and they made good use out of it, but towards the beginning, it was a lot of information just kind of being shown to you. And even though I'm a big stickler for show not tell, this wasn't exactly showing. Like, this was literally showing. What I meant was, like, you could kind of work it into the dialogue so that it feels a bit more natural, but there was a lot of exposition just kind of being shown through text, and I wasn't exactly big on that. However, speaking of dialogue, I really like the way this film is written. I just don't see too many films like this nowadays that have this level of consistency with every single character. And what I mean by that is that whenever Tom Hanks' character, who's the captain of Greyhound, whenever he talks to somebody, people always end their sentence with "I captain" or "I captain," and that just made it a little bit more fun for me. I actually felt like I was on there. I was actually a member of the crew. I actually felt like that. It was a bit more immersive in that way. I don't know if that was the intention, but it was a lot of consistency, and that just really made it an even better experience for me. And at the end of the day, Greyhound is one of my favorite films of the year. I'm going to give it an A with 2 thumbs up and 5 out of 5 amusement stars. I was kind of entertained by this film. There was one sequence specifically in like the third act where I was blown away because the score playing and the way the intensity was just ramped up to 11 was so freaking cool. This was such an amazing ride. The 2 thumbs up, guys. This is a must watch. If you have Apple TV, yes, watch The Banker, yes, watch Defending Jacob, but Greyhound is the film for you. This is what you need to be watching this weekend. And then the A, you know, small nitpicks aside, this was such a wonderful film, such a uniquely crafted film, such a beautifully directed film, such a beautifully shot film. This film is so good to look at. I really enjoyed it, but the question is, What did you think about this film if you did see it? Let me know in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you just in the middle on it? If you are excited for this film, let me know how much so in the comment section. If you went on to enjoy this video, click that like button. It helps out. Click that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you stay up to date on all future content. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a great rest of your day and stay positive.